Chapter 10 Topic 21. Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha's, high-mindedness. Rubayyi bint Mu'awwiz, radiyallahu anha, was a woman of Ansar, who had participated in many battles, by the side of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She nursed the wounded and carried the dead bodies during the battle. She had accepted Islam before the Prophet migrated to Medina. She was married when the Prophet was in Medina. He graced her marriage with his presence. He heard some girls singing an epic poem about the Battle of Badr at her place. One of them sang a verse, which meant, "We have among us the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who knows what is to happen tomorrow." He stopped her from saying such things because nobody, except Allah, knows what is going to happen in the future. It was Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha's, father. Hadhrat Mu'awwiz, radiyallahu anhu, was one of those who killed Abu Jahl in Badr. Abu Jahl, as we know, was one of the big chiefs of Quraysh and the worst enemy of Islam. There was a woman named Asma who used to sell perfumes to the ladies. She once came to Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha, to sell perfume. When Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha, was introduced to her as the daughter of Hadhrat Mu'awwiz, radiyallahu anha, she remarked, "So you are the daughter of him who killed his chief." Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha's, high mind could not tolerate the wretched person like Abu Jahl to be mentioned as the chief of her father. She, therefore, retorted, "No. I am the daughter of one who killed his slave." Asma did not like this epithet for Abu Jahl and said with anger, "It is haram for me to sell perfume to you." Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha, said, in the same strain, "It is haram for me to buy perfume from you. I have never found stink in any perfume except yours." Hadhrat Rubayyi, radiyallahu anha, says, "I had used the last words simply to provoke her. Look at her sensitiveness and feeling for Islam. She could not tolerate an enemy of Islam being mentioned as a chief." We hear from the lips of Muslims the most flowery and high-sounding epithets being used for the open enemies of Islam. When they are reminded, they call it narrow-mindedness. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, says, "Don't call a munafiq a chief. You displease Allah when you take him as a chief."